Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to recap first four baseball games for tonight. Got four seriouses to recap. I'll start with a game that just ended. Cleveland Guardians beat the Detroit Tigers. I don't think I'd be recapping the Cleveland Guardians again this year, because they just were terrible most of this season. But they've just got hot. Tigers had, what, a 10-9... 10-game lead, and now it's gone. Guardians are technically in first place. They're tied, but the Guardians have the tiebreaker, so they're in first. It's been because of the pitching. Like, the offense has been able to score some runs more than they have about most of this season, honestly. But the pitching's been very good. That's the thing, is the pitching has really been carrying them. Gavin Williams, Slade Sassoni, guys like that in the rotation. Guys in the bullpen like Sabrowski, Hunter Gaddis, Cade Smith. Hell, even on offense, like Bo Naylor has started to get going. But Gavin Williams, dude, he was great tonight. Had that one bad inning where the bases were loaded, but he got 2 strikeouts to get out of the inning. And he ended up going 6. I thought he could go 6, 7, but he went 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 12 strikeouts for Gavin Williams. Phenomenal outing. And especially at home, that place was rocking tonight. On a Tuesday, like a work night, a school night. A big turnout by the fans. And they've won 16 of 18 and are now tied for first place, and they've clinched the tiebreaker as well. They had 19 strikeouts as a team tonight. Gavin Williams with 12 of them, 7 from the bullpen. But a massive start. What a battle. Williams with the quality start. The bullpen has been locked down, along with the rest of the rotation. The bats, I guess, kind of woke up late against Screwball. They had the 2 bunts, including the one where he made the error, the infield single, wild pitch, ground, RBI ground out. That was just such a weird inning for Tarik Skubal. I didn't think he pitched that bad. He wasn't as dominant the first 5 innings, but he was able to get out of a few jams, but that was just a weird inning. But yeah, Gavin Williams, he's been pitching really good. Just like pretty much this whole rotation. But he's been pitching really damn good. Like, his ERA's at a 3.06. That's just a 3 ERA. Like, he's been absolutely phenomenal. And the Guardians, they were 15 and a half games back at one point. And they're now in first place. It's just unreal, man. For the Tigers, though, A.J. Hinch and the Tigers are clinching so hard right now. If you stuck a lump of coal between their ass, you'd have diamonds in no time. That's how they're probably clinching right now after they've choked a 15.5 game lead. Let's go over the stats for Skubal. 6 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, 1 earned, 3 walks, 8 strikeouts. Like I said, dude, this was just weird. Coming into this game, Tarik Skubal had 10 wild pitches, 7 errors, and 1 balk for his career. He accomplished all 3 of those in the 6th inning. That was the most Guardians inning imaginable. That's just Guards ball. You're down 2-0 against and Tarik Skubal wasn't really cruising, but he was getting out of innings. But they go bunt, single, they go bunt, single, a bunt that leads to an error, infield single, wild pitch to score a run, then a balk, a ground out, and a 3-2 lead, and the ball didn't even leave the infield. That's just crazy, dude. And that pitch to David Fry, he bunted and it hit off the bat right in his face. You know, I have to first give respect to Tarik Skubal for being the first player to check on him, giving genuine concern. With that said, he got himself rattled. He looked rattled, man. He beat himself with an error and then the wild pitch. But he got rattled, and then he beat himself with that wild pitch. I don't know, man. with the Tigers, though. They've just collapsed. I don't know. I thought for sure this team was a playoff lock, but the Tigers may be done. I only say may because there's still games left, but they don't control their own destiny anymore. And they may have to pitch Scoob on Sunday now. Even if they make the playoffs, they might not be there long. Because this team has just collapsed. You beat Tariq Skubal twice in 5 days, man. There's not much more you can say about this Guardians run. Yeah, Skubal didn't even pitch bad. He just... That 6th inning was just crazy. Yeah, for the Guardians, bullpen, Eric Sabrowski, 1 inning, no hits, no runs, no walks. He strikes out 2. Hunter Gaddis, 1 inning, 1 hit, no runs, no walks. He strikes out 3. And then Cade Smith, 1 inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, and he strikes out 2. So, Gavin Williams strikes out 12. The bullpen strikes out a combined 7 batters. 19 total strikeouts by the Guardians pitching. Unreal. For the Tigers, Tommy Kahnle, 0.2 innings, no hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Kyle Finnegan, 0.1 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, no walks, no strikeouts. Brett Herter, 0.2 innings, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. And Rafael Montero, 0.1 innings, no hits, no runs, no walks, and no strikeouts. Let's go to the offenses here. Cleveland had 7 hits for 5 runs, 3 in the 6th, 2 in the 7th, a big 2 RBI single by Schneemann. Love saying that name, Schneemann. 7 hits, 5 runs, no errors. And they improved 85 and 72. The Tigers, they had 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 error, 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 6th, and dropped to 85 and 72. So let's go over the player stats here for the Guardians. Steven hit the Quan. 2 for 4, scored 2 runs. Angel Martinez, 1 for 2. Schneemann, 1 for 2, 2 RBIs. J-Ram, 1 for 3, a walk and an RBI. Fry, 0 for 3, went out with that injury. Valera, 0 for 1. Arias, 0 for 3, a walk and an RBI. Manzardo, 1 for 3. Halpin, pinch hitting, 1 for 1. Jahanski Noel, 0 for 3 and a walk. Rocchio, 0 for 3. And Hedges, 0 for 2 and a walk. For the Tigers, Meadows was 0 for 4. Torres, 0 for 4. Carpenter, 1 for 4. Torkelson, 0 for 3 and a walk. Riley Green, 2 for 4 and RBI with a solo homer. Dingler, 0 for 3 and a walk. McKinstry, 1 for 4. Perez, 1 for 3 and RBI. Sweeney, 0 for 2. And Ibanez was 0 for 1. Let's go over the scoring summary. So, where's it? Top of the 3rd, Perez had an RBI double, which scored McKinstry. Top of the 6th, Riley Green hits a solo homer. It's 2-0 at that point. I'm like, I don't know if the Guardians are going to win it here, but then the 6th inning happens. Ramirez hits an infield single to 3rd, and Quan scores. And then Martinez went to 3rd. That was after the 2 bunts, and then you have that error. And then a Scoob on a wild pitch. Martinez scores. Ramirez 2nd. Then you had the balk. And then a ground out from Arias to score Ramirez. And then a 2-run single in the bottom of the 7th from Schneemann. To give the Guardians a 5-2 win. What more can you say about the Guardians? With this hot run they've been on. 15 games back. I mean, hell, even their own fans were counting them out. Which I don't even blame you. July 8th, 15.5 games back. Your 10.5 on September 1st. 9.5 on September 10th. And then September 23rd. They're tied at the top of the AL Central, man. And Guardians pitchers tied a club record in a 9-inning game with 19 strikeouts. Pretty remarkable, dude. Detroit. This is pathetic, though, for them, man. They completely caved to frustration. Yes, a lot of bizarre things went wrong tonight. But you struck out 19 times. Even Scoob crumbled while the Guardians were scoring 3 runs without getting the ball in the infield, which is unreal. It's just they've completely choked. The offense hasn't been good. Pitching hasn't been great either. Even playing the Braves, they couldn't beat the Braves, man. Like, it just complete collapse. They don't control their own destiny anymore. I thought they would have comfortably made the playoffs, but I'm not even sure they're going to win this series. Hell, they could get swept for all I know. The Guardians are just more hot right now. This team might go down as the biggest bunch of losers in Detroit sports history. Struck out 19 times in a must-win game. This might be the biggest collapse in MLB history, man. And Scott Harris and the entire front office did not do a good job either at the trading deadline. So, yeah, we'll see what happens, though. Game 2 tomorrow. We'll get the pitching matchup here. But, yeah, tomorrow Game 2, Wednesday, same time, 6:40 Eastern. It will be Jack Flaherty against Tanner Bobby. So, Guardians, tied for first. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Jack Flaherty and Tanner Bobby. And then Thursday, it's Parker Messick, who's been really good since he's got called up. Tigers don't have an easy series to end the year either. They got the Red Sox. So, we're getting playoff baseball before the actual playoffs start. But, yeah, leave a like, subscribe for more. Peace. We'll see what happens tomorrow.